In 2026, passwords are still everywhere, and they remain one of the weakest links in our digital lives. Today, I'm going to walk you through the complete evolution of authentication, from the old password-only days all the way to modern passkeys, and show you exactly what you should be using right now to protect your accounts as part of your personal IT setup. This is not security advice. Always do your own research. Let's start at the beginning. The problem with passwords. For decades, a simple password was the only thing standing between you and your online accounts. We created them, we reused them across dozens of sites, and we often made them too simple. When massive data breaches happen, attackers get millions of email and password combinations. Phishing sites trick people into typing their credentials. The result is billions of compromised accounts every single year. Clearly, passwords alone were no longer enough, so the industry started adding extra layers of protection. The evolution of authentication. What is two-factor authentication? 2FA. Two-factor authentication, or 2FA, means proving your identity using two different types of evidence. It generally combines something you know, your password or PIN, something you have, your phone, a code, or a physical device. The earliest and most common form was SMS 2FA. After you entered your password, the website would send a one-time code via text message to your phone. This was a meaningful improvement over passwords alone. However, it has several serious weaknesses. Attackers can hijack your phone number through SIM swapping attacks. SMS messages can also be intercepted. Even more concerning, many different websites and services rely on the same third-party SMS providers. If one of these providers gets compromised, suffers an outage, or is abused, it can create a single point of failure that affects authentication across hundreds or even thousands of unrelated websites. Because of these risks, security experts now strongly recommend moving away from SMS-based 2FA whenever possible. Time-based one-time passwords, TOTP. TOTP codes are generated by authenticator apps like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or Authy. These apps create a new 6 or 8-digit code every 30 seconds directly on your device. Because the code is generated locally and never sent over SMS, it's significantly more secure than SMS. For even stronger protection, many organizations used, and still use, hardware TOTP tokens, such as the RSA SecurID key fob. These are small physical devices that generate the same type of time-based codes without relying on your phone at all. However, even TOTP, whether app-based or hardware-based, is still vulnerable to phishing if an attacker tricks you into entering the current code on a fake website. Hardware security keys and FIDO2. This is where security gets dramatically stronger. Physical hardware keys like YubiKey use the FIDO2 standard in public key cryptography. The private key never leaves the physical device, and because the authentication process is challenge-based, traditional phishing attacks become nearly impossible. PKI-based smart cards and certificates. Many organizations use smart cards or digital certificates backed by public key infrastructure. These store a strong private key securely on the card or in a hardware chip, TPM, allowing your computer to prove your identity without sending secrets over the network. Passkeys. The future is here. Passkeys represent the biggest leap forward in authentication and are quickly becoming the new standard. A passkey is a passwordless login method built on public key cryptography. Here's how it works in simple terms. When you create a passkey for a website or app, your device, phone, laptop, or security key generates a public-private key pair. The private key stays securely locked on your specific device and never leaves it. The public key is sent to the website and stored there. When you want to log in, you simply use your device's biometric sensor, fingerprint or Face ID, or PIN. Your device then uses the private key to cryptographically prove it's really you, without ever sending a password or secret across the internet. This design makes passkeys extremely resistant to phishing. Important note on storage: passkeys are intentionally device-bound for maximum security. This used to mean your passkeys weren't easily available across all your devices. The good news is that in 2026, major password managers, Bitwarden, 1Password, ProtonPass, etc., now support secure passkey syncing. They allow you to safely store and access your passkeys across all your devices while keeping the private keys encrypted and protected. The essential tool: password managers. A strong password manager is the foundation that makes all of this practical. It generates long, unique passwords, stores everything securely, supports TOTP codes, and now handles passkeys too. Comparison and recommendations. Passwords alone: very weak. SMS. 2FA. Still risky. TOTP. App or hardware like RSA SecurID. Good improvement. Hardware keys. FIDO2. Excellent. Passkeys. Plus password manager. Best balance of security and convenience today. Quick wins you can do today. 1. Install or upgrade a password manager that supports passkeys. 2. Enable passkeys on your major accounts: Google, Apple, Microsoft, etc. 3. Replace SMS 2FA with TOTP or hardware keys. 4. Get at least one hardware security key for backup. Authentication doesn't have to be complicated, but it absolutely must evolve with the threats we face. If you found this helpful, drop a like and comment below. What authentication method or password manager are you currently using? Subscribe to Parker Media Productions for more practical personal IT and cybersecurity guides. Thanks for watching. Stay secure out there.